Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the United Kingdom. And today I'm doing one of my technique videos, which is a version of the whitewash technique. And I'm using a couple of lovely stamp sets. One is Beautiful Moments, these beautiful sketched images of young girls, of sisters, some lovely sentiments as well, but super accent pieces in there too. I'm using the hand pen paper. Oh, I should have shown you the project. So this is similar to the whitewash technique, but it's one that was shared with us recently. It's super simple and works really well. Yeah, you can see I've just made a card, Misty Moonlight, with the colour and contour dies here, which have these beautiful frames with stitching and scalloped edges as well. Paper I've used, you can see here, is one of the lovely hand pen designs, and you get, as always, well not as always, but as most common, 6 different designs, 2 sheets each. On the front you've got these lovely floral images that coordinate so well with the hand penned stamp set, and on the reverse you've got these beautiful overall patterns as well. And I don't usually use green, but you know what, I'm going to use this green here today. So this is a garden green, but I actually I'm going to use it with Evening Evergreen, which is an even darker shade. I just thought it made a really good contrast and just shows you how well this technique works on different coloured cards. But as you can see, everything from Daffodil, the light garden green, Blushing Bride, Highland Heather, Pale Papaya, Mint Macaron, and then you've got Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider in there as well. So a lovely colour palette to work with. I'm using our watercolour pencils. And as you can see, mine I've had a while, and it's one of these things, I don't use them as much as I possibly should, or should. I don't know, it's just not something I do. But what you want is the assortment one, because it has a white pencil in it. So you're going to want your white pencil, you're going to want an outline stamp set, and then you're going to want a card base, which I've got here. So I've chosen the Mint Macaron, and I've just done a 10.5 by 29 centimetres scored at 14.5, so half a sheet of A4. I've cut a layer of basic white to go on the inside at 14 by 10, and a layer of Evening Evergreen to go on the front as well, which is just a smidge, so that'll be about 14.2 by 10.2, and then a 14 by 10 piece of DSP to go on the front. So that's the really easy bit, because obviously we can just attach those together straight away. As I've always said, when you're adding layers to the front of a card, just keep your card out flat, and that way you find it easy to layer it up. And I usually start, if I can, at the bottom edge, because then if I've got it on those, okay, just about square, perhaps a little bit skewiff, and then you can just add DSP onto the front there. And with the seal, just do the little twist at the end. Has this got an orientation? Actually, it's not, it doesn't really matter which direction it goes in, but I just thought the Evening Evergreen just added a real lovely contrast to that. So there's our basic card. I'm actually going to grab there are 2 teeny little butterflies in here as well. I've got a small block. I'm ferreting about looking for my an A block. Let's not have a butterfly upside down. So I'm just putting both of those onto a block together as well. And I'm going to take my Evening Evergreen, so to carry that kind of colour through to the inside. Actually, no, I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to go that dark. I'm going to use my Mint Macaron. I generally tend to put lighter colours on the inside, so it's more like a bit of a watercolour effect. And just putting those 2 on there, you can just soon create a flutter of butterflies. There we go. So there we go, just a few fluttering on the inside there. So now we've got that, all I'm going to do is pop that again just on the inside of our card. If ever your seal doesn't seem to run straight away, if you just roll it on with your finger or use one of our silicone mats if you don't want to get gluey fingers, that will usually work to get it moving again. Make sure you put it the right way up. And there we have our layer for the inside. Okay, so now what I've got is using my colour and contour, which is not to hand because I've got that ready for a class. I've got a piece which has been die cut, and then I've got a scrap of paper as well. And I'm going to use my Versamark, and it's a largish stamp. So what you want to do is really ink that up well, and then I'm going to put that down towards the bottom because I want it to be sort of rounded. I want to leave space for my sentiment in the top. So that hopefully has stamped really nicely. I've got a scrap of just copier paper here and our white Stampin' Emboss powder. And I should have used my, let's hope I haven't got my fingers over this too much. Oh, I'm in luck. I should have used my embossing buddy to actually just take the static off that, but it looks like I've got away with it. But I will do it for my sentiment. Because you can guarantee, being a smaller piece, it's probably got all sorts of finger marks. So all that does is it just takes the kind of grease off that as well. Just so that your embossing powder only sticks where you want it to, which is obviously on the Versamark that you've got. Okay, so I'm going to pop my embossing powder away because invariably I managed to spill it. I have had those, that happened in videos before now. So I also Versamark, it's a non-Stampin' Up pad, so it obviously sits with the ink pad up that way, so I generally store it upside down. That helps keep the Versamark ink towards the top of the ink pad, so that when you come to use it, you're not constantly re-inking. Then we're going to use our heat tool, so it'll be a bit noisy. I'm going to heat from underneath because that's the way I was taught, and it helps you see where once it's actually just literally it's turned and has melted, so you're not doing it too much. So you just heat from underneath, don't waft it around, just hold it underneath until you see that, obviously I haven't heated my tool up before, and you will see that just turn white and lovely and smooth. So you just keep it underneath the relevant area until that area has turned, and you keep it on just a second more, so you wait till it's sort of gone liquid and then a second more, and that just makes sure that it's nice and smooth. If you take it away too soon, it'll still look a little bit grainy, so just do that. Okay. And now this is up to heat as well. I just do the same on the sentiment. So again, you can see that just turning and smoothing out beautifully. There we go. And so you don't want to overcook it because it'll start to soak into the card. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to come across and cut my sentiment out. So I'm just freestyling this. I'm cutting straight across the top because it's nice and easy. And then just fussy cutting. Now, if fussy cutting isn't your thing, that's absolutely fine. It's easy just to trim this and layer it up, or use a punch as well. And that, but this is something that I've started doing more, you've probably noticed, because I just rather like the look. That's a little bit different. I mean, I do love a punch, don't get me wrong. You'll still see me, my punches are a real go-to. for quick and easy sentiments. Okay, so you've got your thinking of you, and then quite simply take your pencil and then you just colour in with a white pencil. Add a little bit more sort of depth in some areas. You can go slightly lighter in others. But it just gives such a pretty effect. And yeah, I mean, absolutely, you know, lovely. Looks great on any kind of colour card that's a, you know, a dark colour. And so you don't have to do all of it. You can just add little bits. And you don't even use your blender pen either. We don't have to. I'm just adding in some on the ground there as well. And so use a sharper point where you want a bit more definition. So around where those lines are, you kind of want it really white. But then on the rest, just sort of pale. So it just gives that really pretty whitewash effect. And all I need to do now is add my dimensional to the back there. I just need a single dimensional. And we can pop our thing of view. Again, I'm putting this on the side. I find it easier to line up, particularly when I'm on video and I'm looking at it sort of from more of an angle. I often stand up over these. And then just pop some dimensionals onto the back of your layer. One in each corner, a couple in the middle, just to lift that up. So let me know. I'm hoping to do more Technique Tuesdays. So if there's a particular technique you'd like to see, let me know. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. Are there too many technique videos out there? Or is that something you'd like to see more of? But either way, I think you'll agree it's a really pretty technique to use. And as I say, how quick and easy was that? Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel. And if you've liked this video, please click on the like button. It really helps my channel get seen. And if my channel is seen, then I get to make more videos to share with you for free. So thank you for watching, and come back and see me again soon. If you'd like to purchase any of the products, pop along to my blog, Flutter by Heidi. You'll find the links there to my shop, or go to the description bar below. Just click on the little arrow and you'll find links to every single one of the products that I've used today. Bye for now.